Alright. Can't wait for this. I love R.L. Stine. We got Fear Street, and we got Fear Street part 1 to 3. I am excited. Alright. Next one, what's the next one? Fear Street? Again? Which one? Which one is it?
It is actually Fear Street Prom Queen. Yes it is.
Say it again?
I said it's Fear Street Prom Queen.
That does it for the Fear Street.
Yeah, I figured,
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Fear Street Prom Queen. This is directed by Matt Palmer, which I know nothing about, and from the movies that that's how much I want to review this. Anyways, Matt Palmer, know nothing about him. Always gotta give a director a chance, right? Fear Street Prom Queen. It is obviously adapted from R.L. Stine's books of just Prom Queen, as well as Fear Street being a franchise on Netflix of part 1 to part 3. But the Fear Street franchise was honestly doing really good, because from Rotten Tomatoes giving it like an 80 and more percent to just being a really good franchise in general. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I was excited to be like, you know what, let me see this Prom Queen, because it's Prom Queen is a little bit of like a spin-off, I guess you can say. So I'm like, let me get into that first, which was a huge mistake. I probably should have started with part 1 of the Fear Street, because I started with this Prom Queen, which, let's put it this way, guys, it just turned me off. So Fear Street Prom Queen, it is about Shadyside High 1988 Prom Queen election becomes deadly for underdog Lori as candidates are targeted. So this movie is supposed to simulate an 80s slasher horror film, which it did a good job of that. The 80 concept and everything was great. The only thing that made it not watchable and very cringy was the fact of all the actors, honestly. The writing, the directing, the producing was like a horror film that you can watch in a B tier like Tubi, which this is Netflix. This came out on Netflix streaming. Horror films on Netflix don't have the best reputation when it comes to being in that streaming platform. There is some that are good, that have been good. For example, like I've been saying, the Fear Street franchise, which I should have started with. I'm not gonna make this review long. I just want to say a couple things about this though. Starting off with this, the acting in this is very bad, very cringy, very awkward at times. Let me put it this way, I feel like when they wrote this film, I'm assuming procrastinating, and they said, we need to have something, you know, Netflix wants this, let's hurry this up, because there's a lot of things here that just shouldn't have been there. In all honesty, I could have cared less about any of these characters. The reveal of who the killer was very much like, okay, I knew that was gonna happen, because there's hints in the beginning of the movie where it's like, I feel like that's gonna be the killer. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it, even though I truly want to, so you guys who are actually seeing this review don't have to see it, but I won't spoil it. All I have to say is that you'll know who the killer is, and when the killer actually shows themselves, you will be very disappointed. There's a lot of murder documentaries that are way better than this film, so go see that. The other thing I want to say about this is that the kills in this aren't good. There is one kill which something happens to somebody's, I guess you can say, body parts. It's just something like, okay, you know, that's a pretty good kill, you know, it's very gruesome, it's very, you know, long and everything, it's not like short to the point, stuff like that, which those deaths I don't like when it gets like to the point to like just very like, okay, it's pretty much straightforward of, yes, knife to the heart. Those kills are very boring, kills that are, long and overdrawn is something that's like, ooh, that's a good kill. And they're like like for example the Terrifier films, Art the Clown likes to take his time with the kill, like that's a good gruesome kills that I love. Most of the kills are very straightforward except for that one scene. Anyways, let's do this. Fear Street Prom Queen. Do I recommend it? No, don't waste your time seeing this. Even though I know it's not in the movies and it's just on Netflix, I wouldn't. If you're into some cringy and you wanna, laugh and stuff like that, then yeah, go ahead and just watch this, But even then, you're gonna laugh, but you're also gonna be like, I don't care about any character, I don't care about this film, and you're probably just gonna be bored. Your mind's gonna be like, okay, well, let's see what's going on the weather app. That's the movie. Like, it gets boring, it gets cringy, it gets awkward. You don't like it. Don't waste your time, okay? Don't waste your time. Score-wise, I have to give this, which, by the way, this is my lowest score of any review that I've done in this channel. I have to give this a 3 out of 10, just because it sucks. So that does it for the review. What did you guys think of Fear Street Prom Queen? If you guys saw it, then put your opinions in the comments down below. Like I said, go watch Murder documentary. I hear there's a couple new ones on Netflix now, so go watch that instead of this, okay? Alright, cool. Alright, so don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. As always, guys, I have been Pauly. This has been CinePauly Reviews. That is all, guys.